Good morning from Before the See Me. This is Chris Robinson coming to you from the outside edge of the S&P pit behind me, what's left of the S&P pit. What are we going to talk about here today, May 25th? I'm going to start with the grains and then we'll move to the livestock and wrap it up. First in the grains, if you look at a chart of soybean meal, go back and look, the April lows between today's high, we've rallied $140. That's $14,000 on a one lot if you happen to be long or short. There is a squeeze in the amount of meal that's available to crushers. There's an in-depth explanation for it, but at the end of the day, the market's gone vertical here. There's some concern that Argentina and Brazil, Argentina is the biggest exporter of soybean meal. They may run out of soybeans to give to the crushers in the next 65 days. So because of that, because of strong Chinese demand and a lack of supply down there, ready supply, there's some concern that come between now and July, there's going to be a squeeze here on the meal. So that's pulled up the whole grain complex. Soybeans, after having a 50-cent haircut for its recent highs, they're right back at it today, challenging the highs. I would watch July soybeans at 1092 level. I think if we settle above 1092 in July soybeans, that opens the door for more. I've been doing this for quite a few years. When the market really starts to get some steam behind it, especially in a bull market, we can really move. We are heading into the long weekend. So I don't think anybody really wants to be short or long going into a long weekend, because we don't know what's going to happen between now and Monday or Tuesday when we open up. So that's the second thing that you've got driving these markets. You've got guys that want to cover their positions prior to the long weekend. So a lot of activity there being led up in the soybeans. Now, switch over real quickly to corn. July corn and December corn are about a penny and a half away from challenging its 8-month highs. The funds who already have a massive position in soybeans, about 200,000 contracts, they've built a small long position in corn, about 50,000. I believe that if we do settle above these old highs, these make new 8-month highs, that will be their signal to buy more. So, and they could end up extending their position from where we currently are, around 60,000 contracts, to something north of 100. So if you did that, if you got that type of buying interest based on a technical move, it's a good setup for a one more push higher in corn. So take a look at those charts. We're up against the resistance. Now, I have a lot of people that say this is a bogus rally, you want to sell it. So we will have a lot of activity in the next 2 to 3 days. It's giving you an opportunity. If you have an opinion, these grain markets have given us some of the best trade really in all the markets so far the first 6 months. The laggard has been wheat. Wheat continues to suffer under a strong US dollar, under a large worldwide supply. We've got supply pipeline coming up here. The crop that we grew this winter is very, very large. So those three things are weighing on wheat. Could the wheat be pulled up in a short covering rally, especially if corn makes new highs? That's possible. But I think as far as the best chance for looking for real volatility, I would start with the beans, go to corn, then go to wheat and the grains. We pull the car over real quick and talk about cattle. Cattle, very technically kind of at risk here right now. On Monday we came in, we had a gap lower on the charts. Also, fat cattle or feeder cattle, they do not like it if we have a spike higher in corn and meal, because that increases their input prices to feed the animals. So I'd say corn is very vulnerable. Some people think that fat cattle is bottoming out here, looking for a rally higher. But at the end of the day, cattle have been in a downward trend for the last 4.5 to 5 months. You may take a shot here trying to do some bottom fishing. No matter what you do, make sure you've got an exit plan. That's really about it. Hope you have a good time, good long weekend. I'll be back next week. This is Chris Robinson. Have a great day.